EA Sports, and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Pebble Beach Golf Links just south of Monterey, live final round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Well, this is the essence of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful, every misstep a potential tournament wrecker as we look at the current leaderboard. Shane Lowry is on top. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. Yeah, went with the iron there, trying to dial back a bit with that stiff right to left breeze. That turns out to be the right play.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yeah, that's good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and he will definitely not say no to that. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
That is into the bunker that lines this second fairway. So after the birdie at 1, likely a layup here at the par 5 second.
Yes, that is a little disappointing, but it doesn't mean he still can't birdie this hole. But on a par 5, you've got to get that tee shot in the fairway. You have to. A little unlucky in that fairway bunker. Really not much you can do. Just get it out. And this is now a long hole. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Get up. Get there. Oh, do that from way downtown. That's in for birdie here at 2. Will certainly help the cause. Onto the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. Let's see what they do from a good lie in the fairway. 180 yards to go. Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
And he's got to be happy where this ball went up. Just slightly uphill, looks almost dead straight.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
Oh! And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3. $18-footer. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 sixth. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're going to have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
And that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is. been a good start to the round, and more evidence there. Beautiful touch from around the green.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at 5 under. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world. The 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. Yeah, very controlled shot there with the iron on this short par 4, and that's going to be just fine.
Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, and I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it. Now, watch this thing gather momentum down the slope. Well, that is going to be an excellent result. Now, note his second from the fairway.
146 yards left to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if we were to stick this one close.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6 under par. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is. But it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right. And if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific. And that's what we'll need to see on these final 9 holes if they're going to get back into it. That's in the fairway at 10.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's going to move to within a shot of the lead now at 7 under par. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie will certainly help the cause.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to remain at 8 under. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second. This one has a chance to be close.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he will take over sole possession of the lead here midway through these final 9 holes. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Now this for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And the lead will remain one.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
So after his drive comes up just a bit short of the green, he's left himself a chance here at an eagle. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Yes, a very well played hole. That's in for birdie. And the lead is now 2 with just 3 holes to play. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf, the march to the sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16th. Key here, carry the island bunker. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
Now it's a decent-sized ring. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And that may just about seal it. It's now a 3-shot lead with 2 holes to play. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. Chance now for another birdie.
And all things considered, he's in a pretty good spot. It might move gently to his right as it works back up the slope.
Wow, California's still golden, depending on the view. And Frank, this one is hard to beat. 18th tee at Pebble Beach, here we are.
It's a stunning hole, Rich. Not only a great par 5 because you have to make decisions on whether or not you want to go for this green in 2, but just how picturesque it is. The bunkers you obviously see down the left, just slightly right of the water. But those trees, the one especially in the middle of the fairway that you have to navigate with the tee shot, and the one short if you decide to lay up.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Now maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Frank, you understand it. You've called golf along the shores of the Monterey Peninsula for a long time. It's one thing to win a tournament. It is another to do it right here at one of the really special places in the game.
Some say it's America's St. Andrews, but Pebble Beach, yeah, the list of champions too here is great. But, you know, the scenery, it just matches that list of champions. What a great win.